Well, the Lowestoft Longshoremen, and the sea shanty group.
And you just done a show as part of the First Light Festival, right? Which was absolutely, I saw the whole thing. It was absolutely amazing. I loved it. It's so great. And like, how did you start? How long have you been
I
going?
used to go to the Seagull Choir and try to sing in a choir, and then 2 or 3 lads broke away and started this up,
So it started as a kind of more conventional...
Yeah.
Right. And what made you want to move over to doing shanty?
Well, I just went with the lads, but I couldn't make it. Maybe because we couldn't get on up the high notes with the choir,
Okay.
And they're easy to sing as well.
Yeah. Right.
Nice and easy to sing.
Yeah, because have any of you got like musical training or anything? Or if you...
Yeah, singing in the pub on a Saturday
Singing in the pub, that counts.
I played the bagpipes.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
I said musical training. No, Jake.
I've got 23 instruments and I can't play any of them.
I said, but so you do other music as well?
Yeah, we've got a lot of music in our family, but I'm probably the least talented one.
Okay. But it just evolved out of the choir originally. And what made you want to do shanties over the stuff you
Well, I
did?
think one of the lads were a longshore fisherman, and he wanted to sing the Shanties.
But can you when you say longshore fisherman, can you just explain to people who don't know what that is and what I mean?
Well, it's fishermen who work for the big name dealers. So if you're familiar with pike, actually look up some of those boats that are up on the shingle there. Longshoremen, by definition, are guys that would have in the past rowed out vessels that are anchored offshore, and also brought cargo in, but also they'll be fishing as well,
Right.
to supplement their income. So you had to do whatever you could to earn a penny. So the term longshoreman has always traditionally been linked with like dockside guys. But in somewhere like Suffolk, it'd be guys who've got the boats on the beach. They'd row out and say fish a bit, and then if anybody was anchored off, needed their cargo brought in.
And see, yeah, because there's a lot of boats still there in Pakefield, right?
Yeah, and some of them still do fish.
They still do fishing.
Yeah, they are.
Right. And do any of you guys fish regularly? Or is this? No,
I don't think any.
No. It's all a pretense.
I'm the only one who owns a boat. That's on the Broads.
And I sold mine.
That's also mine.
But what is it that brought like the people who weren't in that choir? What is it that brought you guys in? Is it just through being?
I think they had.
The genre, the actual songs that they're singing. But traditionally, they all tell a story.
Yeah.
And so you feel as though you're passing on heritage when you sing these songs. Well, some of them are contemporary and quite up to date, but the majority we do try and do the old authentic ones.
So it's partly about passing down the tradition.
Yeah, that's part of it.
And enjoy singing. We enjoy the singing.
Yeah, well, you can see that it really carries to the audience. You guys are so full of fun and joy.
It keeps these old guys young.
But yeah, it's a really youthful kind of fun performance.
Well, it is the way we interpret it. Not all groups do the same as us.
But some people do that.
Well, they're more static and just do the singing. I mean, perhaps they can sing to a higher standard than us, but that would be difficult, wouldn't it? So we try and do all sorts of animation to try and get the shenanigans.
Yeah, the shenanigans.
Entertain.
Yeah, definitely. I think I saw you guys at the Suffolk show a few weeks ago. Which is that's there.
Suffolk show.
Yeah.
And agriculture.
And so the traditions, like obviously singing sea shanties. Has anyone has been around for a long time? Does anyone know much about that history? That do you really talk about that?
Well, it's all about keeping your time in. When you was on the sailing ships, that they would work songs, and there was a shanty man that took the lead, and he used to sing the songs to a certain rhythm, to certain jobs. And so if they were hauling, that would be a hauling type tempo. And if they were on the capstan, it would be a marching type tempo. And so that was where they originate.
So that's why some are faster.
Yes, depending what job you were working at.
Okay. So, and it's basically to keep people working in time.
Yes, that is. That was.
You had the folksome shanties where when very little downtime that a seaman would have, they'd be enjoying themselves, singing, dancing, playing instruments, just enjoying. That's more of a folksome shanty.
So that would be like in the pub afterwards, basically.
No, it'd be on ship.
Oh, still on ship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the sleeping, water.
Because they aren't on deck or whatever on call all the time. So every 8 hours or so they'd have a break.
Right.
Usually, I think they worked in 8-hour stints.
And do you know where some of these songs came from originally? Like, were they're made up on ship, presumably?
Yeah.
From the Caribbean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
they're nonsense. Some of the verses are nonsense just to keep time. It doesn't matter what they're singing. I mean, I'm a bit risque. They aren't really fit for today's audience.
Right.
So you have to be careful. We get some of our songs adopted to actually fit in with political correctness at times.
So the songs come from all over the world. We've got songs that originate in, obviously, the UK, England, Ireland, Scotland. But we've got songs that come from France, the Americas, right the way down to Australia. Yeah. We haven't got many Chinese ones yet, though, have we?
There's lots of whaling songs, because whaling was a big thing at one time, getting the whales, and that was all the way around the world, because whaling was an international type thing to do, and so there were whaling fleets. Most big nations had whaling fleets, and so they would have songs pertaining to whaling.
You've heard of the Weller Man?
Yeah, but that's a bad example.
That's all about whaling.
That's about whaling.
In New Zealand.
Oh, is it New Zealand?
Yeah,
that one?
yeah.
Right. That's one of it's weirdly one of my kids' favourite songs. We missed it when it first came out. That my kids were too young, but now it's the song they request more than anything. Yeah, they absolutely
The Weller Man, that was an actual ship that went around supplying all the other ships that were doing the whaling, because they used to be out at sea catching whales for about 6 months a year, and so they need new resupplying. And the Weller Man was the ship that went around all these different things.
Gotcha.
All the kids do.
Yeah, they
We've done school gigs where the kids have known every single word.
They know. They really did like it. Love all the words. Yeah,
Absolutely love it.
But I find it so that my show is called Origin of the Pieces, and it's about sort of evolution of music, where music comes from, how it evolves and stuff. I find like Shanty is such an interesting example of that, because you say it comes from all over the world, it comes from the Caribbean, but here we are in Lowestoft, you guys, singing these songs that have been around for hundreds of years, but it might have come from New Zealand or the Caribbean.
The thing that links all of them, no matter what part of the world they come from, they're all songs by working people. They're working class, working people songs. I mean, some of these songs would have been sung in protest as well. So, because the lyrics are not quite.
The others are on more on the ships.
Yeah, but I mean, they are the songs of working people.
So is there something kind of interesting there, because about like the way that we think of things like diversity as being in different places, but actually when you're thinking about something that unites all those different places, it's working people in all those places have got the same struggle.
Yeah, it's a simple work.
Yeah.
And having songs to kind of bring the work together, but also have fun at the end of the day. Yeah. Thanks, guys. That was really fascinating. Really, really loved it, and loved your performance. So, thank you. I'm see you next time. Loved it. Thank you.
Cheers.
Thank you very much.
Keep an eye on us on Facebook.
Yeah, we'll do. Exactly. Yeah. Tell us your Facebook page.
He's the Lowestoft Longshoremen. Yeah, search for Lowestoft Longshoremen.
And lovely. All right.